Good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Copiti, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Friday, the first Friday. Is it? Yeah, is it the first Friday in the month? Nonetheless, it's Friday, the 7th day of November in the year 2025. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you one and all, wherever you are, my folks on the sister isles of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Good morning. Hope you are doing fine. We just got some showers this morning. I hope you got some, but they're not too bad for you, because I know the conditions up there are not at the level that they should be as yet in terms of restoration and so forth. So I hope too much of the rain is not too bad for you. But while at that, let me say the teams at Golf Course and the Belmont traffic light area, they are out late this morning, and that's due to the excessive rain that I just spoke about, which resulted in flooding of the trenches. Now, as such, it will take them past the allotted 4 a.m. reinstatement time. They should be completed by 5:30 and 6:30 respectively. That's this morning. Now, additionally, Nawasa will be repairing a water main at the Belmont traffic light, and that's the Grenada's main line, anytime between 6 and 8 a.m. this morning. So plan your traveling in that area accordingly, knowing that there will be some hold up, some delays in the traffic. All right, so please be guided accordingly by that. Yeah, don't get caught unknowing. All right, so let me just reiterate that. The work teams at the golf course and the Belmont traffic light area, they're out later than usual due to the excessive rain that we had last night into the morning, which resulted in the flooding of the trenches. Now it will take them past the regular 4 a.m. reinstatement time. Okay, they should be completed by 5:30, 6:30 around now, respectively. And also remember, be mindful that Nawasa will be repairing a water main at the Belmont traffic light area. That's the Grenada's main line, and that will happen anytime between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. this morning. So please, 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 I urge you to be guided accordingly. It's a good day to have a good day in a good way. 25 minutes until 7 o'clock. Now I want to say good morning to Miss Frank, all right, and the entire Hilaire family. And last night, it was really touching. It was a really touching night for all of us involved. It was what we refer to as the third night on the passing of Alista. Man, Miss Annie, just be strong, right? You've got a strong, supportive team around you. Morning, Daniel and Delia, Curti, Carla, Micah, Ashlyn, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Just be strong for each other, all right? Joe, good morning to you. It's 25 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and let's get to the program, all right? And let's see what my friend sent. He says, it's Friday, so Heavenly Father, thank you for the gift of this Friday and the start of a brand new weekend. We are grateful for your love that carries us through each day. As we wrap up the week, fill our hearts with peace, our minds with clarity, and our souls with joy. Bless the work we've done, guide our steps ahead, and remind us to rest in your presence. May you continue to bless us, heal us, and surround us with a hedge of protection. In Jesus' name, amen. Amen and amen. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? That's Psalms 27 verse 1. I pray that the Lord lift you up and make you strong. May God himself recover and restore what the enemy has stolen from you and bless you on every side. In Jesus Christ's precious and mighty name. Have a blessed blessed and awesome weekend. Good morning, everybody. Anthony Tonton Julian, good morning to you, my brother. Whenever I go through these things, you always come to mind. I don't know why, but stay blessed as always. Yeah. 23 minutes on to 7 o'clock, and it's time for us to get into the word of the day. And the word of the day today, let me tell you what that word is. All right. And okay, the word of the day today, that word is abate. A-B-A-T-E, abate. And it simply means to become less intense or widespread. Abate, A-B-A-T-E, abate. To become less intense or widespread. Now here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The storm began to abate, allowing people to return home. It started becoming less intense, or it started getting smaller. It wasn't as widespread, as destructive as it was. All right, so the storm began to abate, and that allowed people to return home. Appropriate this morning, especially for our folks, our friends in Jamaica and Haiti and Cuba and the areas, the territories that were affected by Hurricane Melissa. I don't know why, but every time I endeavor to speak about the hurricane that just passed, I have to really pause myself because I'm so intent on saying Hurricane Beryl. I don't know why Hurricane Beryl stuck in my head like this. Joan Brathwaite Batson, good morning. Mildred is with us. Jillian McIntyre, Yulin Alexander, and Lauren Salim is with us. Good morning. Valerie Farre, good morning to you. Frances Buckmeyer, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, fear not, for he is God. There are times, you have situations and, you sort of lie low, say, I'm going to calm. But there are times when you have to, face things face things as they are. And this is about a good time to do that. Too many times I've been backing down and holding that peaceful edge. Sometimes this might just be the time when I got to, open up and say, listen, this is what it is, and this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, sometimes you've got to stand firm and face the bull by the horns, yeah? Yolan Swan, good morning. In all thy ways, acknowledge him and he will direct your path. Thank you, Yoland.
What's up?
The motivational tip of the day is up next.
My God is good. My God is good. Come on.
Yeah. Good morning to all the nurses and doctors at the General Hospital and all the hospitals and the medical practitioners around. Good morning to you.
Your children double.
Do not let anyone attempt or endeavor to dull your candle, man. You are working miracles with the resources that you've got. Bernadette Robinson, good morning. Sylvina Charles, Sherian Nichols, happy birthday to you, my dear.
Celebrate.
Where's the party at?
Celebrate.
Yeah, happy birthday. So happy that you're spending birthday with us today.
Celebrate.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, to those, there are folks out there who at times, life, as my dear friend from Ariza would say, Miss Lazarus, life is lifing, and sometimes you get stuck in a rut, and you feel that the world is right and you are always wrong, and you just have this inferiority complex approach. Listen, stand up and face it. Whatever you are going through, you are not the first person that is going through it, and you definitely you're not going to be the last. You know, there are some folks who feel that they're in a position of highness, if you want to use that word, and that, you know, they are so always proper, cream and proper, and sooner than later you start hearing things coming out of the closet and you're saying, hey, but that person was beating up on me. Listen, the time for that is to stop is now. You understand? I could personalize it. There's nothing that I have done that wasn't done before, and sometimes the people that criticize the things you do, they're doing worse, but it's just that they're more sheltered and covered. You know, sometimes you're a public figure and everybody's up in your business, but trust me, you are not alone. You're not so special with your problems, and stop letting society and wicked people make you feel inferior and that you're so bad. We've all sinned and come short of the glory. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's something like I'm preaching this morning. Yeah. 17 minutes on to 7 o'clock.
Let's do it like this. Come on.
Honorable Claudette Joseph, good morning to you.
Let's do it like this. Come on.
Peter David, good morning. As a matter of fact, let me not start individualizing. Good morning to all the politicians of the nation. Looking after the people's interests. I hope you are doing and giving it your best shot. Yep.
Are you ready?
Veronica Sandy, good morning. Folks, all right, my master control seemed to be having that problem with locating that motivational tip this morning, so we'll omit it. Oh no, here it comes. Start the day active. Exercise or stretch in the morning. Physical movement energizes your body and your mind. You know, sometimes the pressures of life, you have to rush to do this. Some of us get up, well, not some of us, some of all, because there's no way I'm leaving my chair or my bed without praying. You understand? Thanking God for life. You understand what I'm saying? So, and that you get up and you just rush to the bathroom and rush to the kitchen or whatever, and on your merry way. It is important, es muy importante, that you stretch and exercise if you get the opportunity, like my dear friend Inspector McQueen, who gets up and goes to the pasture every morning 4 o'clock and so forth. Bring Miss Mary with you too, huh? Exercise and stretch. The movement, the early movement, it energizes your body and your soul, man. Malisa, good morning. Let's see what's buzzing this morning. Buzzing. All right, World Bank wraps up a skip visit. Health surveillance workshop concludes. In the region, Jamaica receives a US $21.1 million in SICRIF payout after Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, Trump criticized over COP30 climate stance. And in sports, it's a cricket weekend as West Indies take on New Zealand in the third and fourth of 5 T20 internationals. We've got the details to these and more coming up. Before we do that again, I just want to reiterate this, that all right, the repair teams at Gulf Course and Belmont traffic light area, they are out later than normal due to the rain, which resulted in the flooding of the trenches. Now it will take them past the regular time of 4 a.m. to get things under control. They should be completed by now, between 5:30 and 6:30 respectively in Belmont and the Gulf Coast area. And also keep in mind that NAWASA will be repairing a water main at the Belmont traffic light, that's the Grand Anse main line, anytime between 6 and 8 a.m. this morning. So plan your travels guided by that. Folks, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather comes up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Your house so double.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. Pet lovers, we have a wide variety of loving, healthy pets just for you. Hamsters, guinea pigs, fishes, birds, puppies, bird food, and dog food. Visit the Oasis Pet and Garden today. Conveniently located along the Wester Hall Main Road, Wester Hall, St. David's,
and Melville Street, St. George's. Now serving you at 2 locations. Visit us today.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you, no, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands, we got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever your road leads, we'll be right there with you. Wherever your road leads, we'll make your dreams come true. Next side, next side, next side, next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Friday, 7th November 2025. Coming up in the news, the World Bank wraps up skip visit. Health surveillance workshop concludes. In the region, Jamaica receives US $21.1 million CCRIF payout after Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, Trump criticized over COP30 climate stance. And in sports, it's cricket weekend as West Indies take on New Zealand in the third and fourth of the 5-match series. We've got the details to these and more coming up right after these messages.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at when left, you come first. Save energy, save the time, we choose your wattage and we choose your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at when left, you come first. Spare your pocket, spare the earth, always at when left, you come first.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at
Good morning, everyone. With the details, I am Gordon Joseph. A World Bank team has wrapped up a 2-day visit to Grenada to assess progress under the OECS Skills and Innovation Project, or SKIP. The project aims to boost innovation and entrepreneurship across the region while preparing post-secondary students for the job market. A senior economist at the World Bank, Monica Parra-Torrado, says the initiative supports collaboration among students, entrepreneurs, and civil society. We have more on this.
This project is looking for supporting and motivating the countries to innovate, to create entrepreneurship that is driven by innovation, and we're going to have components that will provide financing for these innovative ideas between entrepreneurs, students, faculty, and most importantly, we are promoting the collaboration between these stakeholders and with civil society too.
She adds that a regional knowledge and innovation platform is being developed to help countries share ideas and expertise.
And at the regional level, we are creating a platform that is called Knowledge and Innovation Platform that will allow countries in the OECS region to get together to think about innovation, innovative ideas, and transfer knowledge and exchange and network so that the OECS region advances in innovation.
The sessions held at Cuyaba Beach Resort focused on timelines, financing, and technical discussions with representatives from the Ministries of Education, Economic Development, Finance, and the GIDC. Efforts to strengthen the Caribbean's health surveillance systems have wrapped up in Grenada as officials addressed gaps exposed by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Ministry of Health, in collaboration with the Pan American Health Organization, PAHO, hosted the 4th Integrated Health Surveillance Workshop for the Eastern Caribbean. The 3-day meeting at the Radisson Grenada Beach Resort reviewed progress under the Pandemic Fund initiative and sought to better align disease monitoring across the countries. Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health, Kim Taylor, said small island states continue to face the dual threat of communicable and non-communicable diseases worsened by climate change and limited resources. We have more in this.
The meeting comes at a critical time for our region. The Eastern Caribbean, like other small island developing states, continues to face dual burden of communicable and non-communicable diseases, a challenge that is further compounded by the realities of climate change, limited human and financial resources, and vulnerability to emerging and re-emerging pathogens. The COVID-19 pandemic served as a stark reminder of the importance of having integrated and resilient health surveillance and information systems. It exposed critical gaps in data flow, lab capacity, and emergency preparedness.
PAHO's Health Surveillance Advisor Prajot Singh says the project focuses on building a unified regional response and stronger collaboration across diseased areas.
So what we're trying to do is to have that coordination across all different entities, be it the laboratory, be it the information systems, be it the surveillance aspect of it, and across various disease areas to bring a single unified response across different entities. And that is a work that we're trying to do across the Eastern Caribbean countries. We know small island contexts, we know people are limited, human resources are limited, so we need to be able to streamline from our perspective, from international donors as well as stakeholders.
The annual workshop began in 2022 and brings together health experts from across the sub-region. Fisher folk across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique are being reminded that the annual fishing vessel inspection period is now underway. Fisheries Officer Lisa Chetram at the Ministry of the Blue Economy and Marine Resources says all registered and licensed vessels must attend the scheduled inspection points and carry the required safety equipment as outlined in the Fisheries Fishing Vessel Safety Regulations SRO3 of 1990.
In the month of November every year, this mandate is carried out. It is also a lawful event and it is supported by the fisheries regulations. In order for any fishing vessel to be able to fish within Grenada's territorial waters, they must be registered, inspected, and licensed. To be able to inspect a few safety and navigation items, I'll share with us the VHF radios, life jackets, GPS, compasses, flares, safety food rations, spare water, just to name a few. The Fisheries Division of the Ministry of the Blue Economy and Marine Affairs is encouraging all boat owners, captains, and fishers to comply with this mandate. Also, once you're in compliance, it means therefore that you're able to sell your fish. You're able to receive concessions and fuel rebates. And we thank all fishers. We thank everyone for your usual compliance over the years and going forward.
And finally, on the local scene, the 3-year Youth in Agriculture project funded by the CARICOM Development Fund and the government has been officially launched in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. The initiative aims to expand agricultural opportunities for young people across the Tri-Island state. Project manager Cindy Lewis encouraged participants to take full advantage of the training, which includes crop production, livestock management, and food processing, along with access to interest-free loans and grants. The National Training Agency will train 100 young people, with 64 already trained in Grenada. Linda Mathurin, Secretary of the Carriacou Farmers Association, urged youth to view farming as a business with growth potential. That's the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, they're straight ahead. In the region, Jamaica has received the second US $21.1 million payout from the Caribbean Catastrophe Risk Insurance Facility, or CCRIF, and that's following Hurricane Melissa. Combined with an earlier $70.8 million US from the Tropical Cyclone Policy, a total support from CCRIF now stands at $91.1 million US. A partial payout of $8 million US was transferred on November 3rd, with the remainder and the excess rainfall payout expected by November 13th. CCRIF provides quick funding to help restore infrastructure, support populations, and maintain essential services. Since 2007, the facility has issued 82 payouts totaling US $483 million. CEO Isaac Anthony is visiting Jamaica to discuss recovery and future financial protection plans. Cuban health authorities are taking action after more than 20,000 cases of chikungunya have been reported, mostly in Havana. Deputy Health Minister Carilda Peña Garcia says the focus remains on dengue serotype 4 as well, with suspected dengue rates at 20.66% or 20.66 per 100,000 people. Early intervention has reduced severe cases and reagents are now available. The Health Ministry announced a clinical trial of the Cuban drug Jasvinza to treat joint inflammation in recovering chikungunya patients. Experts say the outbreak is severe because the virus is new and immunity in the population is low. Meanwhile, Dr. Pera Trujillo of Villa Clara warned on social media that doctors are improvising treatment and many patients are entering a subacute stage, causing debilitating joint pain. Citizens are also expressing frustration over the lack of medicines and slow government response. Now, looking further afield, U.S. President Donald Trump has been criticized by world leaders for his stance on climate change ahead of the global COP30 summit. President Trump, who is not attending the meeting in the Amazonian city of Belém, has called a liar by the leaders of Colombia and Chile for his rejection of climate science. UK Prime Minister Sir Keir Starmer acknowledged the waning political support on climate change. Over the next 2 weeks, countries will try and negotiate a new deal on climate change with a particular focus on channeling more money to forest protection. And finally, Tesla's boss, Elon Musk, has had a record-breaking pay package that could be worth nearly US $1 trillion that was approved by shareholders. The unprecedented deal was approved by 75% of votes and drew huge applause from the audience at the firm's annual general meeting on Thursday. Musk, who is already the world's richest man, must drastically raise the electric car firm's market value over 10 years. If he does this and meets various targets, he will be rewarded with hundreds of millions of new shares. The scale of the potential payout has drawn criticism, but the Tesla's board argued that Musk might leave the company if it was not approved and that it could not afford to lose him. I suggest that Mr. Musk apply for citizenship by investment project here in Grenada. Nonetheless, folks, that's the regional and international developments. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Sporting fans, good morning. We start off with soccer. In Division 2 football action, 5 Stars secured a commanding 7-0 victory over Class Hub Roots. And meanwhile, Eagles Super Strikers claimed the 6-1 win against Hampshire United. Now, as it relates to football and Division 2, that's all the results we have for today. And finally, in sports, it's a cricket weekend, and West Indies fans will be glued to their screens as the Caribbean side takes on New Zealand in the third T20 International at Saxton Oval, Nelson, on Saturday, November 8th. That's tomorrow. And the fourth T20 follows on Sunday, November 9th at the same venue. Now, fans can expect plenty of action as the series reaches its final stages. Remember, it's a 5-match series, and the series is now level, with West Indies winning the first by 13 runs and lost the second by 3 runs. So if you're a West Indies fan like myself, I know tomorrow you will be all loaded with anxiety. I am of the opinion that we can beat the New Zealanders. That's all the sports at this time. Stay with us. The weather forecast is up next.
Welcome to Caracou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance.
For the latest weather forecast, we join forecaster Eugene Wint at the forecast desk at the MBIA. Good morning, Eugene.
Good morning to you, Innocent, and good morning to listeners also. Here's the weather for today, Friday, November 7th. Currently at points we're experiencing partly cloudy conditions with showers in the vicinity. Winds are currently east at 13 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1012.4 millibars, which is below normal and rising. The present temperature is 27.1 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 89%. Yesterday's maximum temperature recorded was 32.2 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 24.6 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 7.9 millimeters of rainfall recorded at Point Celine. Winds brings November's total to 11.8 millimeters. Now let's go to the public forecast for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy with light and moderate isolated showers, some becoming widely scattered. Today's maximum temperature is expected to have 32 degrees Celsius, with winds coming from the east-northeast to east-southeast at 12 to 22 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas are expected to be moderate to slightly rough, with the waves 6 to 8 feet in open waters, and therefore there is a marine advisory in effect. Tides are currently falling low this morning at 10 o'clock. They're actually high at 4 o'clock this afternoon. Sunset this evening is at 21 minutes to 6, and sunrise tomorrow morning is at 2 minutes past 6. Just to recap, is the public forecast for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. The weather is expected to be partly cloudy to occasionally cloudy, with light and moderate isolated showers, some becoming widely scattered. From the mid-service at Lamar Bishop International Airport, this is Eugene.
Eugene, just before you run off, what's the 3-day forecast looking like? Do we have any action in the vicinity?
Just looking back, the next time the office go for some showers was on Saturday night and Sunday. So I haven't looked at it personally yet, right?
Okay.
But we also have a marine advisory for the next few days. But looking like Saturday night and Sunday, based on the previous forecast, is on the rainy side.
Okay. Well, we need some rain. I mean, once it's not excessive and it doesn't come with too much wind and so forth. Thank you very much, Eugene. You and your team have a great weekend. Folks, that has been the weather report. It came to you with the kind compliments of our friends from Rennick and Thompson Company Limited.
This is
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer...
It's 9 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Locally, the World Bank wraps up its skip visit, and also health surveillance workshop concludes. In the region, Jamaica receives a $21.1 million payout after Hurricane Melissa. Internationally, Trump criticized over COP30 climate stance. And in sports, it's a cricket weekend. West Indies takes on New Zealand in T20 internationals 3-4, and the series is now level 1 apiece. That has been the morning edition of news for today, Friday, the 11th day of November 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Gordon Joseph, thanking you for listening and viewing, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
If you're working for a while, come by Cots, I'll make you smile. Cots Black Friday come around. We are the best prices in town. Black Friday starts now at Cots. Yeah, it's back. Cots Black Friday. I tell you, hurry fast. Traffic on the highway. You know we got unbeatable prices. And furniture, electronics, and appliances. Are you coming? Say yeah. Weekly prices. Biggest and best deals of this season. Shop and credit to win big. And pay nothing until next year, January. Rock out and come down to Coats. Cots already load. Cots already load. Black Friday start. Cots already load. And go when Black Friday come out.
Welcome to Caracou. Small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Caracou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
Christmas comes with more choices. Red curtains or white curtains, new paint or new furniture. Christmas dinner, that's a must. One ham or maybe two. Decisions. With financing from Co-op Bank, more is possible. Get up to $50,000 and make more of your dreams come true this Christmas. Plus, get an opportunity to win gifts and prizes. Christmas does come with more smiles, more togetherness, more love. And at the end of it all, it's more than worth it. This is your season for more with Co-op Bank. Visit our website for more details. Terms and conditions apply.
Dreams come true with a Co-op Bank loan.
served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers.
All right, folks, it's now 17 minutes after 7 o'clock. At this time, I'm happy to join Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF. Corporal Paul, it's a rainy Friday, and I know you will caution our drivers and road users in general on the nation's roads. Good morning.
Splendid morning to you and also to your listeners as well. And as you stated, it's a rainy, wet morning. And to start off, we want to encourage drivers to drive safely along the nation's road at this moment, especially if you're coming from coming to the Grenada direction. It's a bit muddy as well, so please drive safely. And we know what is happening, especially with the road as it relates to the SEEF project. So we're going to dive right into the traffic update and this morning. And as we can see, most of the traffic is flowing is moderate. And as we seeing here along the Grenada's main road, it's moderately flowing. As we said, it's wet here as well, but as we see here with footage, there's no unnecessary obstruction in any one of the areas as we dive right up to the Belmont Public Road. So the Grenada Public Road is flowing nicely with no obstruction at the moment. So as we go closer to the Belmont, we see what's happening in most of the areas. From the Caribbean area, we already start seeing movements in terms of the traffic flow. It is moderate, and which will definitely get heavier at the moment because that's one of the areas where we have that heavier flow of traffic. So we're seeing here that the Belmont Public Road is flowing nicely as well, and no unnecessary obstruction. The accident state for the past 24 hours, we had a total of 6 accidents. 6 accidents. We had 5 minor and 1 serious. So we had multiple injuries as well. This happened yesterday morning, but we trust that everyone is safe and they seek the necessary medical attention and recuperating as it relates to their injuries. But as we get back to the traffic update, we're seeing here we are along the Grenada James Boulevard area, and traffic is again flowing nicely, moderately, not too heavy at this moment. And therefore, persons can drive freely through either of the areas if you're coming or going to the Grenada direction. So we're seeing everything is flowing nicely this morning as it relates to traffic. As we stated, it's a bit wet, so I still want to encourage drivers again to drive safely along the nation's road. As we head up to the Louters Lane area, we want to see what is happening up there so we can advise drivers and motorists as it relates to if they need to take diversions as early as possible. So we're seeing here the Grenada James Boulevard in the area of, as we normally refer to Lagoon Road. Traffic is flowing nicely as well. Still a bit light, but it's moderately flowing. Reno Cinema is flowing nicely as well. And as you can see, vehicles coming down from the Louters Lane area. It is still not heavy, but it is expected to get heavier as we get closer to 8 o'clock hour. We know that is a busy and a rush period. So So as we head up, it's flowing nicely there. Vehicles can flow in both directions with no obstruction based on what we're seeing here. So as we take a closer look on top the Lotus Lane roundabout, and we see what's happening in the St. Paul's area. But still, we want persons to drive safely. We need to maintain our service of vehicles, and it's also Friday. Persons need to be mindful that they have to make sure that when you're out, it's what we call the weekend. They drive safely. Let's try to ease on the alcohol consumption if you have to drive, etc. So we're seeing here already St. Paul's Public Road have that heavy flow of traffic coming from right up to the Munjalu intersection. So persons, if you're coming from that direction, be mindful that you can start if you have an alternative route. Depending on where you're going, you can do so as early as this morning. We want persons to definitely, consider taking alternative routes. So Locust Street is flowing nicely as we go down to see what is happening on the western side. So persons coming out from that direction will know exactly what to do, and if they need to take any diversions, they can do so as early as possible. So as we head down to Lucas Street, it's flowing nicely. It's moderately flowing, but it is constant, and any unnecessary option can lead to a traffic congestion at this time. Lotus Old Fort, just at the intersection, we expect there to have some traffic, but it is flowing nicely in most of the areas. Vehicles are flowing up from the Cemetery Hill direction, and it is nicely flowing as well. No unnecessary obstruction in that area. From the western side, we're seeing here also that traffic is flowing. Is not that heavy or brisk. It's light at the moment, but we know with a little rain, persons sometimes tend to leave home a little bit late at times. But if you're traveling, please do not exceed your speed limit. If you're running late, let us drive within the speed limit, and we still, at the end of the day, even if we're late, nothing wrong, but at least we arrive alive. So let us continue to drive safely on a wet morning as we head on to the side where we know normally persons come from Grenada 7th, and see what is happening there so that we can have an overview of the traffic coming into the town of St. George's, and how persons can divert from those traffic as they make their way into the city. So we're already seeing some movements here last Wednesday. Most of what we're seeing here, we're seeing a heavier flow of traffic. Not sure if there is any obstruction or just the traffic is already heavy in that area. So persons, if you're coming from the Grenada 7th direction, the traffic there already started flowing bumper to bumper in that area. So please, if you have any alternative route that you can take to get out of that area, if you're going to the western side, avoid coming to town from that side, because most of this traffic go up to Marasdale, some go to River Road, as we saw earlier, and that area is flowing nicely. But however, most of this traffic will definitely head up to Marasdale and on to Grandlands or whatever destination. So we saw an overview of most of the areas. Grandlands is flowing nicely at the moment, which I am reporting from that area here, and it is moderately flowing, no heavy flow as yet, but we know what happens, because although most of these traffics which we just observed will definitely head into the Grandlands area, and we know what happens. So as we take another look back onto the St. Paul's Road, it's still heavy. So persons, if you have to take your diversion to go to Grandlands, you can use the Munjalu, Springs, Mary, and Defo area. Calvin start getting heavier, so persons, be mindful. And if you have not left home as yet, I am telling you, it will definitely be late this morning. But those who are on the road, continue to drive safely, continue to arrive alive. And I just want to pose that question we normally would ask every morning. And I want the persons to say it along with you, even if you're driving and you're hearing the sound of our voice. And the question we ask at the moment, if you are texting,
then who is driving? Yeah, we really need to get that into people's heads. You cannot, should not be texting and driving.
I'm also doing anything else while you're driving. Driving requires a level of focus and attention. So as we approach the weekend, we just want to encourage persons to continue to drive safely. Pedestrians, do what you have to ensure your safety. And I want to wish the entire GBM team a splendid weekend.
Thank you very much, Corporal Paul. The same is extended to you and your team at the traffic department, and by extension, the entire RGPF. Have a great weekend. Get as much rest as you can.
Thank you very much, and I will try that one.
Folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we talk tourism. Goodly Jet.
Mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Get ready, Grenada. The Grenadian General Insurance Half Marathon and 10K Road Race is on. Sunday, November 16th. The Half Marathon kicks off at Corinth Junction, St. David's, and the 10K from Wyman's House, Woodlands, with both culminating at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Monetary prizes await the top 10 finishers in the Half Marathon and the top 5 in the 10K, the oldest finisher, and even the school, club, or organization with the most participants. Transportation will be provided. The 10K race is open to all under 15 years. Join us as Grenadian General Insurance celebrates 35 years, protecting what matters and powering our champions.
Songs of Hope and Glory, a diocesan choir festival. Join us as we celebrate this Jubilee year with beautiful songs and uplifting performances on November 30th, 4 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Tickets cost adults $20, children $10. Tickets are available at your local churches and on gotofect.com. Let's come together to celebrate with our choirs and rejoice in the spirit of hope and glory. November 30th, 4 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. See you there.
Grenada, get ready for a fantastic explosion. It's Pan Invasion, the official handover of steel pans to communities across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique on Saturday, November 8th at 5:30 p.m. at the Tanti Netball Court. Experience the thrill of live steel pan music. Feel the rhythm in every beat at Pan Invasion. Enjoy electrifying performances by top local steel orchestras and special guest artists. Whether you're a die-hard pan lover or just in the mood for some good vibes, this is the event you don't want to miss. So join us at Pan Invasion on Saturday, November 8th, 5:30 p.m. at the Tanti Netball Court. Presented by the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture.
Welcome to the conversation. It's 30 minutes after 7 o'clock, and this morning I'm joined by a goodly gentleman, a youngster, and he is Mr. Randy Dolland. He is the chairman of the board of directors at the Grenada Tourism Authority. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing? Good morning to your listeners
and the viewers as well. Sometimes when people come and they say that, they, I'll get calls subsequently that saying, "What happened? They don't realize we're viewing too."
Right. The viewing and listening public, yes. And those that'll be playing back on the other channels, after the interviews are done.
Yeah, it's always a pleasure to have you here. How are you doing?
No, I'm doing great. Thankful to be here.
I want to know the secret. Every time you come here, you look like 2 years younger.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well, I think that just means that we try to keep a good healthy exercise routine and eating, right?
All right.
And I think that's important, and not let the stress get to you. Yeah. Every morning we wake up, we have to be thankful for life, thankful for health, thankful for our family and loved ones around us, ensuring you have good support systems, and be passionate about what you're doing, passionate about getting into the world and starting the day.
Yeah, every day is a new beginning.
It's a new beginning, it's a new chance, a new opportunity.
Having said that, how is tourism going? How is the GTA doing? What's Grenada looking like out there, and what are the prospects on the horizons?
Well, I mean, that's a great start, a very broad question, and so I guess what we can do is try to narrow it down, especially seeing that this is now Tourism Awareness Month. So the whole idea is to focus on tourism, holistically, locally, and get individuals to really understand how to better engage in tourism, not just simply using the traditional thought of what a tourism job looks like, which means like you're a vendor, bartender, housekeeper, or a taxi driver, but it talks about the entrepreneurship opportunities that exist in tourism that I think a lot of us don't take advantage of. We sort of see it a lot of times like just as a hustle, and I think that this time that we start, getting ready, as we get ready for the cruise ship season, as we get ready for the high season, it's time where, again, we starting the day off on a better foot, understanding that we have to now professionalize ourselves, our businesses, to take our tourism to the next level. But when you speak of tourism holistically, there's a lot of exciting things happening in the market, and that means that we expect that 2025 will actually be was trending to be a record year. We still have a couple more months to go of data to collect and make sure that there's no sort of world events that will sort of obstruct flow of tourism to the island. Anything could happen at any point.
Yeah, with all these activities
That's
in the
correct.
Southern Caribbean, we have to be very mindful of that.
We have to be mindful of that, but at the same time, it means that we have to be more intentional about putting the right messaging out into the world about what attracts individuals to Grenada, why would they book a trip to Grenada. And, we have a tremendous amount of things to offer. But, starting with in December 20th, we have the launch of Delta Airlines with direct connectivity to Atlanta. We have a lot more air capacity coming in to the destination right now. I mean, Virgin's adding their third flight, a new plane that's going to be enhance the customer experience of anyone flying into Grenada, and also that speaks to the Grenada's level of that premium traveler, the traveler that's looking for an experience off the beaten path, a traveler that's looking for a more enhanced, authentic, and honest visitor experience rather than going to these other destinations that's very commercialized. And I think that when we look at what we do have to offer in Grenada, that is our competitive advantage. One of our competitive advantages that we use, because sometimes you have to use your natural environment.
But that's what we have.
And you have to use your current positioning, where you are now, to take it forward. So the fact that Grenada is not well known as just Jamaica and the Bahamas, we use it to our advantage. And why is that? It's because the visitor that's looking to come to Grenada for that experience shows why, or demonstrates why you're paying a little bit more of a premium to come here, because we're not that sort of mass market, all-inclusive. With 1,800 hotel rooms, most of them being boutique hotels, we offer a closer, more intimate tourism experience.
Personalized sort of. Yeah.
That's correct. And I sure you're so fully aware of that, coming from your background, that, what we offer here is that real Caribbean experience where you come to Grenada, an island like this, to reconnect, rejuvenate, and then go back. It's not like this party destination. So you come here for the relaxation, you come here for the greenery, you come here for the nature, you come here for the natural beauty, the environment, and most importantly, the people, the food, the spices, our culture that is so rich. So we use that to advantage, because most times visitors go back to, wherever they would have traveled from and be like, I went to Grenada. Yeah. The friends are like, well, where is that? And it's like, so now you have...
I'm happy you raised that, yeah? And, it's so important that we maintain that because it gives us that distinction from Jamaica and the Bahamas. I remember a couple of years back, I had some guests from Germany, and I brought them to a place that is not so fully publicized, a sulfur spring up at St. Patrick, River Sally area, and they were there and they got a therapeutic massage in. And this stayed with the gentleman up to about 2 weeks ago. He messaged me and he says, it's like I'm still feeling the sulfur water on my skin, and I can't wait for me and my students to get back to Grenada.
Right.
If we had just brought them to one of the big white sand beaches as we have in that's common now.
Well, that's the point. People don't travel to Grenada to just simply go on, stay at these high rises on the beach. We know high rises on our beaches here. We sort of kept that natural environment, that sort of natural look, being sustainable and eco-conscious as well in how we do things and how we develop. And that's important because most of the visitors are not coming here for hot dogs and just sitting on the beach. They're coming for that more real experience. And that's why it's important that when we look forward, and especially now, again with Tourism Awareness Month, we start developing our people and our product to take advantage of all of those things. So although we're very natural, we're very authentic, we offer a very honest experience, it doesn't mean that we don't have to start collecting revenue and really professionalizing it and taking it to the next level. We want to do so again in a very sustainable manner that sort of keeps that authenticity that the visitor is going to pay more for, because they don't feel like they're walking into a tourist trap, right? They feel like they've really come somewhere special, somewhere unique. And the reality is that when you look at the beaches in the high season, you sometimes still feel like you have the beach to yourself. It's not overcrowded like in most other destinations. But what's important is that when you do go to these sites and attractions, we want to ensure that our people are also ready and open for business. And meaning that even going back to the simple things of being able to take credit card payments as well. Like we look at the visitors coming off the cruise ships. And sometimes you would hear the feedback that, well, they come, they pass, they didn't really spend.
But they couldn't accommodate them. They couldn't accommodate their spending.
Yeah, it's not necessarily that they don't have money in their pockets.
Yeah, they don't have any pockets.
They have a different type of way of transacting that we're not prepared for. So we have to sort of work to get, our small business owners aligned with that, because that's important. Many times I would go to places and I would love to buy some of the products, but I just simply can't. And if we're expecting that every time a visitor comes off a ship, the first thing they do is go to an ATM machine, we're fooling ourselves.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen. The people don't even carry their physical credit cards anymore. No. It's all on their phone.
Yeah, the apps.
Exactly. So the Google Play or the Apple Pay is what people generally use now. So it's important that we're starting to now think about scaling up in that regard. So we make sure that we are getting all of the money from the visitors, not from their pocket but their bank account, taking it off of them, because that's how you need to position ourselves to really take advantage of increasing revenue spend on the island. Because what would happen is a few years from now, the revenue spend will decrease simply because they're unable to transact.
Yeah. Having said that, it puts a question in my mind. What can the GTA do because this has to be a holistic Grenada thing.
That's correct.
Grenada, meaning every citizen, has to reach to that point where we realize, okay, I'm into the tourism industry, and it's not a passive job anymore. I live for this, so I have to get myself up to the level where I can get as much from the visitor visitor as possible. But not only getting, I must position myself in such a way that I can carry a visitor to all the places, not just, oh, we're going to Bathway and we're going to Grandlands Beach and we're going to Granite Lake. There are so many more beautiful, natural little spots that will wow our visitors. So I think it's a challenge for, I don't know how you do it, collaboratively, because it has to be a reculturing of the mind of our people.
Yeah, that's correct. And I think that's where it starts. It starts to really take our businesses seriously, but not just going, again, just for the quick buck, right? It can't be just about the hustle anymore. It's about, building long-term, building sustainably, building to help your family, in the long term. Ultimately, you have to really think about starting in the business of tourism. You can start as a taxi driver, and then you could actually start growing. You have a fleet of taxis, right? And not just taxis, but concierge services, right? Black car services, as they will call them in some other destinations. You would start as a housekeeper, but that would mean that at some point you also get into the property management of running people's Airbnbs, for example, right? Because these are that's a growing trend, that's a growing market segment, and more and more individuals will need more and more assistance, because simply it's very hard to run some of these facilities on their own, right? When you probably have a business to run as a property owner, you're not doing that full time. So you are positioning yourself as, I'm starting as a housekeeper today, but eventually I'll have my own cleaning company where we do hospitality cleaning, because we understand the guest experience, the visitor experience, we understand the demands and needs, and we clean to that standard every single day, which is consistent. You want to start as a bartender or maybe in the kitchen as a chef, well, not necessarily as a chef, but you want to get to the level of executive chef, right? Because these are some of the highest paying jobs on the island. The issue is that they all go to foreigners, because we're not training up to all the way to the point where we are to the executive chef level. A hotel resort manager's job is one of the highest paying jobs on the island, but unfortunately we don't have many Grenadians in those positions right now. So what it is that you're starting off at the front desk. You're starting off wherever you are in the hotel. The whole idea is to continue to develop and grow. If the job is not available in Grenada, the entire region is focused on tourism. And I will expand from that. The entire world is focused on tourism. If you look at Saudi Arabia, Dubai, all of the Gulf states, they have oil. And they said, you know what, we're diversifying and we're going to tourism, guest experiences, right? So there are opportunities globally, very high-paying opportunities globally. So if you're thinking, well, there's not enough opportunity here in Grenada, that's not necessarily the case. There's abundance of opportunity globally that you would absolutely
in my little village. The world is my village.
The world is a village. We live in a global. I will say this is a global village, right? We're all interconnected right now, and the excuse of saying that we don't have access to some of the resources and materials, well, now there's a lot more resources out there, like with the internet, artificial intelligence. If you seek, you will find. So a lot of those things are out there. But I mean, even if you do start off in the kitchen and you don't make it to executive chef level, there's a lot of you can start opening your own restaurants, because again, the visitor experience most times in an international language is food. So they're always going to need to eat, want to eat, right? We have the nutmeg on our flag, which I always say, and it's something that we have to take advantage of. We need to double down on being the spice island of the region, right, of the Caribbean, of the world. And those spices from Grenada should be flavoring the foods across the world, right? And that's especially the African diaspora, because when we start talking about even our friends on the continent in Africa, we're reaching out to them intentionally, we should talk about how that interchange of how we cook, the similarities in our culture, the spices we use, the methods of cooking, that's a cultural exchange and sort of the linkage into their culture to sort of pique an interest, to be like, well, why Grenada? But it's not just any other Caribbean island. It's a spice island, right? And this is how we cook. This is how we export.
You have to live the name.
That's correct.
Live the name, yeah.
So there's so much opportunity out there, and I think it's important that we really start looking at, you know, the holistic view of tourism as that business. Really professionalize it and take advantage of the tremendous opportunity that exists. There's a reason why a lot of other nations are moving towards that, and we have it here. We cannot take it for granted. We need to move forward.
There's something that you mentioned it earlier. In our culture, when someone gets into a chef position, well, we don't even call them chef, we call them cook. And they see themselves, I'm just a cook, or the people see them, oh, he's just a cook in that restaurant there. But this is the platform.
That's correct.
On the springing board, from which you can spring to so many different higher levels and levels of expansion. It's all about, in my opinion, it's all about revolutionizing the way we as a people think. We're coming out of it, but we have been cultured in such a way that we always think that we're inferior. And we have to, we have to move out. Just look at this disparity here. We see ourselves, or we see them as just a cook. Mm-hmm. To the tourists, they're an executive chef.
Absolutely. But they're curating an experience that would last with them a lifetime, right? And that's ultimately what you want to do. They have to that food has to resonate, and those clients need to become your best salespeople, because once you create a wonderful experience, and a lot of great local chefs, who are doing that right now, right? And I think that we have to encourage more. We need to find more of those to come out and really hone in and double down on what Grenadian cuisine is, right? Refine our Grenadian cuisine, refine the visitor experience. It's now is not the time to be ordinary. And again, because if we're going to continue to differentiate ourselves amongst the rest, stand out amongst the rest, continue to have record arrivals year after year, it really means that we have to continue to up our game year after year, be a little bit better than we were last year. And I think that we have all of the tools, we have the resources here. We just have to start, doubling down and using them. And I think this is, again, the message for this, Tourism Awareness Month is really about, how are we utilizing what we do have here in our natural environment so that we can continue to improve and continue to be profitable moving forward, really professionalizing this business. And the better the product, the more people will come. Right? The more cruise ship calls we get, because naturally the guest satisfaction continues to go up. They make more money on the island. There's a great visitor spend on the island. And now the business starts working for everybody.
You have to just stand out. And get the multiplier effect, The tourists that might have been to Barbados and the Bahamas and Jamaica and so forth, the experience that they get here should be one of such that when they go back to wherever they came from, they can make that comparison and say, no, Jamaica was not like Grenada. Grenada is the bomb.
That's correct, because we see that, right? A lot of times you have a lot of visitors coming in. They will talk about the experience in Grenada. It was one of a kind. And a lot of times they use the word that they felt connected here.
Because it's real.
That's correct.
Yeah, we did not make this up. That's who we are as a people. That's who we are. Even the physical space. We're just a tourist destination, And the sooner we as a people get to appreciate that and look at all the multifaceted benefits that can be derived from it, then we'd start thinking differently.
Correct. And then even you look at the fact that tourism being our largest contributor, single contributor to GDP, it's so important again that as we develop what we do have here, for example, we're looking at building a new hospital, right? Mount Sinai Hospital. So it comes with brand recognition, it comes with clout as well. That means that you may have a lot more visitors who may start thinking about retiring in Grenada.
Because we have the health facilities
That's
to take
correct.
care of them.
So you can now come here or have a second home here. And now what does that do? it creates a lot more jobs, it creates a lot more demand. And again, not necessarily in the health sector, but a lot of times we don't necessarily connect tourism to our fishermen.
Yep.
That's important. Our farmers, you on the news were talking about the farming, right?
Yeah, of course.
And going out there and making it happen, right? Getting back to the fields. Again, that's important because what are visitors traveling for? Again, the fresh, natural, organic food.
Yeah.
If you're able to have that put on your plate every single day, that goes a long way. So there is a business and there is demand. Hotels talk about it all the time, is that they need a reliable supply of produce, local produce, and it's very difficult to source. So there are a lot of opportunities out there in order to do that. I mean, you look at, again, with the hospital coming up and more people coming into the island, with Grenada becoming more known, with the yachting sector increasing, meaning the charter companies, there is more need and demand for skilled workers like welders, HVAC individuals that work on the yachts as well. So I mean, the opportunities are endless. I know there's an initiative now, from the Prime Minister's office that's looking at skills training, focus on skills training, and a lot of that is to, again, get individuals exposed to actually doing. It's not just about academia, but it's about now going out and learning, the physical trade, right? So if you like in the marine world, and you become a crew member, for example, on some of these yachts, again, high-paying jobs. Some of the highest-paying jobs that you'd find in the industry, and compared to what you get paid in Grenada, it exceeds that, right? Even air traffic control at the airport. We need air traffic controllers. The world needs air traffic controllers. There's a shortage.
Especially now. Especially now.
But there's a shortage of that. Yeah, there's a shortage of that, even in the region. And so there's demand for air traffic controllers, and again, well-paying jobs. And so there's a lot of linkages because again, it's so ingrained in our is the highest contributor to GDP. There's so many sectors that we can take advantage of and we could benefit from.
All right. Well, we've exhausted our time, but I think it's well worth it, and it's unfortunate that we couldn't go on until 9 o'clock conversing. But we have to make the Tourism Authority a staple on my morning program, because I think it's important that we really sensitize the general public. Everyone out there don't necessarily have to be a teacher, a lawyer, a doctor, a policeman, because they have their place, but we as a people, we have to appreciate who we are, what we have, and maximize on it. Monetize it. That's the word they use nowadays. Get up to speed, because people are going to come. I mean, we're not rejoicing over what happened in Jamaica and the Bahamas and so forth, but some of the cruise ships are going to reroute.
Yeah, that's true.
And we have to give them that experience that, hey, I ain't going back. Jamaica, Grenada is there. I mean, yeah.
That's true. And again, our thoughts, prayers to the people in Jamaica, all those who were affected by Melissa. Cuba, Bahamas are all affected. We will try to also help support them as much as they helped support us as well. And again, also special shout out to the police force, as you just mentioned. They keep the country safe, because safety is key. It's paramount, as you said, to our tourism product, right? Grenada is a safe destination, and that's important. And shout out to our teachers, right? So continue to educate the youth, continuing to get that message out, because again, once we have a solid, well-rounded, people, educated people, then the sky's the limit for Grenada.
Yeah, we're poised to take off, and I just want us to take off together as a people. One focus, that we're going up and up and up.
That's correct. And then eventually, as you said on the news segment, Elon Musk might come in and become.
You listen to me, man. You listen to me.
Yeah. I pay attention.
Yeah, he
because
should come.
Exactly, and that talks again, right? The CBI projects, investment projects, create investment opportunities, in Grenada that many people around the world could take advantage of. So we're excited about the path forward. We're excited about 2026 and what 2026 will bring, and we're we'll continue to report the good news. Again, we encourage everyone to look out for the new events, festivals, Lobster and Lambi festivals coming up in Carriacou in January. So enjoy the Sister Islands. Special plug to the Sister Islands.
Yeah.
I think
that's a good place to start, but we are going to do a whole lot more. Not just Carriacou and the seafood festival. We have so many more festivals to have. We're going to go up to Munich and have a foreign festival.
Yeah.
You know, get the people of Munich to come and bring out Munich to us. All the things that you do with the manioc.
Right.
You know, come, let's do this and let people come and because there are some folks in the south of the island. If you tell them come up to meet me in Munich for $1 million, where is that?
Am I go to Germany?
Do you understand what I'm talking about? Yeah. So we have to know Grenada, to sell Grenada, and we are going to do just that.
But we are our best salespeople. Yeah. So let's continue to do that.
Could you do me a favor, please?
Tell me.
I mean, I'm going to break from the professionalism here. Tell your dad good morning for me.
Good morning, Dad.
The mighty
I will see. I'm going back to see him shortly. He's probably watching right now. So good morning. He's very supportive.
Yeah, the mighty
So yeah, and I appreciate his support and his guidance and wisdom. You know, he's done a lot, and I learn a lot from him. So
great guy.
Yeah, so I am very proud and appreciative to have a dad like him.
Randy, thank you for dropping by this morning. And as we said, we are going to make it a little more habitual that GTA comes and let Grenada know that we're working.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Thank you for having us.
Folks, don't you go anywhere. We've got an extended version coming up. I've got folks from the Planned Parenthood Association. Or is it the Planned Parenthood Association? Yes, that's correct. So we'll be foregoing the BBC bulletin this morning. Stay with us. This is The Conversation. It's Good Morning Grenada right here on Classic. We'll be back.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. With ACB.
Terms and conditions apply. At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. Pet lovers, we have a wide variety of loving, healthy pets just for you. Hamsters, guinea pigs, fishes, birds, puppies, bird food, and dog food. Visit the Oasis Pet and Garden today. Conveniently located along the Wester Hall Main Road, Wester Hall, St. David's.
At Melville Street, St. George's. Now serving you at 2 locations. Visit us today.
For when you need someone to help you to your feet, I'll be that beacon to your highest peak. Oh, I'll be right next to you. No, I will never leave. Come on, take my hands. We got everything we need. Cause you can look to me whenever you're in need. Just call on me and I'll be on my way. I'll be by your side, never to divide. The light that shines our way. Wherever you run it, we'll be right there with you. Wherever you run it, we'll make your dreams come true. Next time, next time, next time, right next to you.
Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Sisson's got you covered this Christmas. From ceiling to floor, from outside to inside, Sisson's is formulated to bring out our true Caribbean flair. Get 20% off Sisson's Ceiling White, Easy Clean, and Sisson's Aquaflow paints. Plus, every Sisson's purchase is an entry to win the grand prize of a 65-inch TV. Just scan the QR code, attach a picture of your receipt, and you are entered to win. Promotion runs October 1st to December 20th, 2025. Sisson's, good looks that last.
Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always at Grand Left, you come first. Save energy, save a time. We choose your wattage and we choose your time. When you use appliances, make sure you buy energy efficient every time. Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always at Grand Left, you come first. Spare your pocket, spare the earth. Always at Grand Left, you come first.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
If you're working for a while, come by Cots, I'll make you smile. Cots Black Friday come around. We are the best prices in town. Black Friday starts now at Cots. Yeah, it's back. Cots Black Friday. I tell you, hurry fast. Traffic on the highway. You know we got unbeatable prices. And furniture, electronics, and appliances. Are you coming? Say yeah. Weekly prices. Biggest and best deals of this season. Shop and credit to win big. And pay nothing until next year, January. Rock out and come down to Coats. Cots already load. Cots already load. Black Friday starts. Cots already load. And go when Black Friday come out.
Welcome back, viewers and listeners. The conversation continues. It's 2 minutes after 8 o'clock, and this morning I am joined by three beautiful young ladies, and they are going to tell us their name. However, they are representing the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association, and they've got a youth arm to this, because when on my schedule I saw the Planned Parenthood Association and I saw three young ladies come. I said, well, when you hear Planned Parenthood Association, I expect some big people, telling young people what to do and what not to do. But they are here as an advocacy group, and they're going to tell us their names. I'm going to start from my extreme right.
Hello, good morning. My name is Gia Malkani. I'm the Treasurer Secretary of the Youth Advocacy Movement.
Repeat the name.
Gia Malkani.
Okay, thank you for joining us.
Good morning. My name is Zerka John. I am one of the PROs of Grenada Planned Parenthood Youth Arm.
Okay. And
good morning, Grenada. My name is Denoj Alexis, and I am also the PRO for the GPPA Youth Advocacy Movement.
That's good. It's a pleasure to have you all this early in the morning. And like I said, having young people like yourselves being involved with the Planned Parenthood Association, it means that we are intent on having an early start as it relates to parenting and so forth. I hope that's the main focus. All right. Okay, so tell us what is YAM? YAM, the acronym YAM. Tell us.
YAM means Youth Advocacy Movement. So we are the youth arm of Grenada Planned Parenthood, as you stated, and we comprise of adolescents between the ages of 16 and 24.
Okay. And what is the mission of that movement?
Well, our mission is to equip, empower, and educate young people into making informed health decisions, and also encouraging and ensuring every youth in Grenada, Carriacou, and Pete Martinique have access to the right sexual and reproductive health, and ensuring that quality health care is provided.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is.
That's a mouthful. But let me ask this. In your youthfulness, are you concerned in a negative way, negatively concerned that the youth of Grenada are not as informed as they should be towards making positive decisions?
Yes, definitely.
You all are concerned about that?
Yes.
What is your main concern where that is concerned? What do you find young people are doing that they shouldn't be doing, and what they should not be doing that they are doing?
Okay, well, firstly, I would start with, my concern lies within the education system, because it tends to be very sheltered. Can you imagine at school, they don't even teach you how to use a condom, or they don't even allow you to express your full rights, because as an adolescent, you have a right to receive sexual health education, especially. So it tends to be very sheltered, and that way the youth are completely unaware of what's going on, and then they go to the internet, they go to YouTube, they go to TikTok, and it tends to have a lot of misconceptions. For example, doubling of the condoms. Children believe that, or use a plastic bag. Children believe that. So when we get the youth arm to speak to them and give them the correct information, they're able to make informed decisions that can be beneficial to their well-being on a whole.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to ask this, right? Firstly, I have a slight disappointment, but it is becoming a norm. Where are the guys in this? I'm not saying any guys.
Oh, no, the guys are there. The guys are working. They're busy.
Yeah, but one should be here at least repping.
That's
right?
true.
Yeah,
That's true.
Our vice president is actually a guy.
He should be here with us this morning.
He has work, unfortunately, but we do have, most of our active floor members are guys, and they really help break stigmas and speak to the gentlemen, so that it's not just a female one-on-one connection. They get it from a guy as well.
Yeah.
So.
But my other concern is that now, you see how you talked openly and fluently and without any hold back? This is transformative, right? Because in my age,
a long time ago,
I couldn't even read a book that had the word condom in it.
Right, and that's part of our mission, is to break stigmas and create the space that let the youths know that it's okay to talk about these things, it's okay to have these conversations, because they're doing it anyways. They're doing it with their friends, because I'm sure when you were younger, you used to have those conversations with your friends. Am I lying?
I plead the fifth.
Right, so we're telling them it's okay. It is absolutely okay to want to know about what's going on with your body.
But then the task gets even more complicated, because we have a lot of young parents now. And when the children ask these pertinent questions, one of two things or both happens. It's either, as the parent, they don't know, so maybe they did not know proper sexual health is why they have the child in the first place.
Correct.
And secondly, they don't feel confident enough to talk to the child about it. So that's why your organization is so important.
Correct. Yes.
I hit the nail on the head, right?
Yes. No, you did. We don't have anything else to add, and that's why we're here again, to let the parents know that if you're not willing to have these conversations, let us do it. Let us take the lead. And it's good to have youth talk to the youth, because parents tend to what's the word, like, shy away from the conversations with their children, and that's why they become so curious and they end up doing the wrong things, and then the parents get mad. But once you have the conversations openly with them, everything is going to be okay.
Even on mental health also.
Mental health as well.
Yes. Like, we know the stigma in Grenada. Like, imagine when you go to your parents, like Grenada, Caribbean, they kind of shy away from talking about feelings, and that's why we're here also. We talk about feelings, mental health, self-love, self-confidence, all these things.
Wow.
So it's not just about comprehensive sexuality education, but we also deal with mental health, and we let you know your rights as an adolescent.
Holistic rights, holistic health.
Correct. It's not just about having sex, it's more about your mental state, taking care of your body, puberty, all of these things that parents tend to not have with their children, or even teachers.
What does it take to become a member of YAM?
Oh, well, you just be your age of 16 to 24 and you can become a YAM member, actually.
Is there a registration process? Do you have a physical building, an office space, or so?
Yes, actually, our clinic is located on the Ponchu Street. Okay, not many people know how to get
Cockroach Alley. Although we hate the name Cockroach Alley because it's not fitting to our aesthetic, we prefer to use the Ponchu Street.
Yeah, it's a kind of mouthful.
Yeah.
Up Market Hill, and you'll just turn to left, and you'll just see a bright orange building. Yeah. That is us.
That's the same. It's being housed with the Planned Parenthood Association.
Correct.
Yes.
So, folks, in case you're wondering, you know where the Legal Aid and Counseling Clinic is. Okay, you're going up Church Street to that's not Church Street, St. John Street to go up to the courthouse and so forth. It's your first or the second inlet on your right.
Yeah, like after the daycare. I think
there's a daycare right there as well. Okay, so are there any special? Go ahead.
Sorry, yes. Or if you're a social media person, tech savvy person, you can just simply DM us on Instagram, direct message us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is gppa.yam. You can send us a message, say, hey, I want to become an active YAM member.
You know, there was a question I was ashamed to ask. And you answered it for me.
Oh, that's great.
And guess what? I taught IT, so I'm supposed to know these things.
Right.
But it's gone past me now because I'm not so much into the social. Because I hear in DMs with the PM and I try, what is it? Oh, it's direct messaging.
Direct messaging.
Mama, God have his mercies. So coming back to your job, I mean, are there any special projects that you're getting into now that you've launched or you're about to launch?
Oh, yes. So last Sunday was our first episode of Sofa Talks. We've been working so very hard these upcoming months to promote and market this initiative. So it's a 10-part series speaking about comprehensive sexuality education, and we spoke to a couple of schools around Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique about their rights and what we do.
Different
topics. Do you want to know some of the topics?
Please.
Okay.
This is interesting.
Yes.
This is interesting.
So, one of the first episodes we launched was adolescent sexual and reproductive health and the Grenadian context. So we sort of introduced who we are as YAM, what we do, and then we got into the meat of the matter, which is adolescent sexual and reproductive health. Our next episode, I believe, is going to be puberty. So you can tune into that every Sunday at 4 p.m. on GIS. Please don't miss it. You do not want to miss this great opportunity to really learn about your body. A lot of misconceptions, those are going to be debunked. You think you know until you tune in and you listen to Sofa Talks. I'm telling you, you don't want to miss it. I actually did, myself and the Vice President, John Taper, we did Healthy Relationships, Navigating Peer Pressure on Social Media, which was also a very interactive session. Our episodes was one of the longest episodes, actually, because the students had so many questions to ask. So that just goes to show, as a parent, as teachers, it's okay to have the discussions and it's okay to let them watch the episodes. I encourage y'all to make sure that your students, your children, watch the episodes because it's going to be epic.
You know, I'm happy that you're having that sort of conversations, you know, and having it broadcasted, but because we really need to demystify a number of the things. We cannot get away from it that children nowadays, they're different to my time. All right, and we cannot and should not attempt to bring them up in the way that I was brought up, because the times have changed. There is a higher level of promiscuity and
yes,
and
definitely.
so forth. And whether we like it or not, you have to be talking about sex, because that's the topical topic.
Yes, in the music videos you're watching, it's ridiculous. Songs you're listening to, what you see on Instagram, what you see on TikTok, it's ridiculous. So we need to let them know how to do it. If they want to do it properly. And we also speak about abstinence, and we also encourage the youth to say no. If you're not ready, don't force yourself. Say no. We had a whole episode about that.
No is also an answer.
Correct.
Yes, no is also,
and silence means no as well. So yeah.
And I'd also like to add to that point, I feel like a big portion of the promiscuity that happens amongst the youth now it comes from a lack of knowledge. So when people know better, they will be able to make educated decisions. Knowledge is the most powerful tool anybody can ever have. So as a YAM, we do our best to provide this information to people so they can make educated decisions.
Let me ask this. I want to get to know you all better. What's your career? What do you do?
I am a teacher at the G.W. Fletcher Secondary School.
Well, I am starting SGU in January, and I am looking to be an optometrist.
You got to tell me what that is.
An eye doctor, eye specialist.
I have been a student at St. George's University for the past 2 years.
Okay.
I'm studying international business.
Okay. Right, and there's the youthfulness to it, so you can connect with the folks who are just getting into puberty and getting into adolescence and so forth. That's so important. Now, to do these projects and undertake these initiatives, there must be monies. Who's funding this?
Money is a problem. Money is a problem. But thankfully, the series was funded by the Build Back Equal Project, funded by the Global Affairs Canada, and implemented by the UN Women and the UNFPA. The United Nations Sexual and Reproductive Health Agency also assisted with this. And then, of course, we had our local sponsors, which I would like to take a few seconds to thank, if that is okay, because they played a pivotal role in aiding us in executing this amazing initiative. So IMA, Grenada Bottling Company Limited, Grenada Corporate Bank, Excel Dental Studio, and Glenelg Springwater. We had more, but we don't want to take up too much time. But thank you to everyone who aided us complete this series.
All right, that's so. So what's the conversation for Sunday?
Oh, this is puberty with Eloise and Jodel.
What? I want to get into the program. What is really puberty? What really is puberty?
We'll have a teacher tell us about that. I think she did a discussion on that. So.
All right. So puberty deals with the changes of the adolescent into becoming an adult, the changes that go along with their body, physical state, and their mental state.
Okay. So in that state, that's when the
hormones are raging.
Yeah.
Yep.
So you're gonna teach them how to control the hormones and let them know that the hormones are acting up. It's not that you're getting mad.
Yeah.
Right?
Help them understand what's happening to them, what's going on with them, and also help them understand that it's normal. Nothing's wrong with them. They're not alone, and give them a space. If they want to know more, they can, but provide them with the resources to learn about their bodies.
You're well informed, so I'm going to ask another question that I know somebody of them. Does a boy have the same sort of feeling or with the hormones, the hormones in puberty, all right? Does the boy have the same level of anxiety and all this,
If you're speaking specifically to anxiety, that's person to person, so it's less gender-based and more person to person. But if you're speaking in other terms, certain hormones invoke different reactions, and men tend to have higher levels of testosterone, which can cause different feelings.
Good answer.
As compared to women.
Good answer.
I am impressed. Over impressed. So again, someone listening out there and they like this, or they would like their child or children to be a part of YAM, how do they contact you again?
So, as we mentioned, the GPPA office in Dupontu Street. Is it Dupontu or Dupontunu? Dupontu?
Yes.
Okay, I heard somebody say Dupontunu the other day, so I just wanted to make sure. Right, so Dupontu Street, you can go to the office and get direct information. You can also feel free to call the office. Does anybody know the office number off their head? No, but you can go to Google. The internet is free, and search up GPPA office number. We also have a Facebook page, GPPA, if you're interested in contacting the office, or you can feel free to message the Instagram page, yes, at gppa.ym for anybody that missed it earlier.
I am really impressed with you all. I want to is it safe to say that the Planned Parenthood Association is your parent body?
Definitely.
Yes.
Yeah, I really would like to commend them on that initiative. It means that they're sensitive to the needs of the people. Yeah, we have a very high youthful percentage of our population, and if we are not careful of how we treat and handle them, we can have problems. When it's time for me to be swinging in my hammock or in my rocking chair, we have some, people who are not cultured properly, and that could be bad for us at that time. So I am happy. I can tell you that your job is a high-end job.
Correct.
It's demand. I hope that the remunerations will be good for you, and you'll continue to stay doing what you're doing. And I would just ask each and every one of you to give a message to the youth out there.
Okay. Well, my message would be to become a YAM member. See what it's like. Try it out. We don't pressure anybody to stay within the organization. You can, once you join the group chat, you're tasked with different things. If you're available to do it, do it. We have a great message out there. We need to advocate for the youth, for those without a voice. We need to make sure that they're heard, because there's a lot of things going on, especially in Grenada, that need addressing, and we need to ensure that our youth are safe, because the youth are the future. So become a YAM member.
Good.
Well, my message is specifically, I know a lot of people shy away from becoming a YAM member because the stigma or the stereotype. That's not the case. Just because we teach and educate on sexual activities, that doesn't mean that we indulge in this. So please become a YAM member. Don't shy away and don't listen to the stigma. Thank you.
Right.
So firstly, I would say please make sure you tune in every Sunday at 4 p.m. on YouTube at the GIS channel to watch Sofa Talks, all our airings. And secondly, I would also want to encourage everybody, again, like Dinosh and Zerika already impounded the importance of becoming a YAM member. Finding your voice, finding your passion. YAM is not only about informing and educating, but also it opens many different opportunities and avenues for you. Like here, I didn't think 2 years ago I'm gonna be on GBA talking about something when I innocently joined a group chat. So you never know where something could take you. Just put your best foot forward and join.
Yeah, and it's a good avenue to stay away from trouble. Because most of the times people get into trouble because of the ignorance of so stay informed and stay under an umbrella that would prevent you from getting wet from the ills of you understand, be in the know. And it's important that parents get to understand that as well. Your children or your child might appear to be inquisitive to you, but they're not. Don't see it as being inquisitive. See it as they're wanting to live. This is a life, and life is lifing. So you have to be prepared for it.
For sure.
Life is lifing, so you have to arm them with the requisite tools to life. And this is one of it. And whether we like it or not, one of the most prominent thing that they're faced with on a daily basis is sex and mental health.
Correct.
Yeah, right?
Correct.
Okay. and don't shy away from it, and give them all the exposure that they need to, deal with the youthful challenges. And Yam, I really want to commend you, and be my good friend. Visit me ever so often. Okay?
Yes.
All right. There are some messages. Good morning, Innocent. Good morning to your esteemed guests. They are doing a great job. I commend them and want to encourage them to continue the good work. Break the stigma and see the results later. Just one correction. They were always young and teenage parents. In fact, many young parents in the past were as young as 14. Yeah, there's nothing new under the sun, Hence the reason why sometimes when I hear parents beating up on look at her little girl, so she's pregnant. That's not the first time that happened, and it ain't gonna be the last. You understand?
Correct.
What is important is how you deal with it, because life is lifing. All right, life is lifing. That's so correct. So again, ladies, I really want to commend you.
Thank you.
And to the parent body, the Grenada Planned Parenthood Association, thank you for having these wonderful young people under your umbrella, and continue doing what you're doing.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having us here. It was a pleasure.
Next time, make sure there's a guy on.
Definitely. You'll have a full male personnel next time.
No, I want a blend,
A blend? Okay.
Yeah, we're preparing parents for later, and they're now only female parents. Bring
Definitely.
Folks, that's it for the conversation this morning, and extended version of it. But it was really worth it, huh?
Yes, it was.
You had fun, right?
Yes.
I had a whole lot of fun. Thank you, ladies, and we look forward to future engagements.
Thank you.
Folks, that's it for the conversation. See you. Bye-bye. Love you.
Bye.